So, happy July. Can you believe it's already July? Where has this year gone? It's flown by so fast. And so I am going to challenge myself to do a no shop July on crafts and on any of my cooking. So for this challenge, I'm going to be doing a chicken wrap, and it's going to be a cold chicken wrap because my husband came across these Mission garden spinach herb wraps, and he wanted to give these a try. I have already started the chicken, so I will show you what's in the marinade that I put together. About 4 to 5 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, about 5 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar, about 4 tablespoons of sesame seed oil, a couple pinches of sea salt, and this is coarse sea salt, so I don't need a whole lot. And of course, fresh ground pepper. I like fresh ground pepper. I don't like it when it's pre-ground. It loses its flavor super fast, so fresh ground for me. I let it stew in here, not turned on, for about 20 minutes. And then I came back and turned it on. I just turned it on. And so now it's going to cook on high for about 4 hours, or until it falls off the bone. Once it's that point and it's a fall off bone, I will take the chicken out, strip the bone, put it back in here along with some of my food scraps that I have, and I'm going to make some broth for another meal later on in the month. So I will be back as soon as this is done and we're ready to move on to the next step. Alright, I think the chicken is done, so I'm going to pull it out. Pull out the meat, put the bones back in, add my scraps in. These are potato peelings, and of course, you know, after they've been sitting around for a while, they kind of turn colors on you. These are my zucchini and squash. 4 cups of extra water. Give it a stir. I'm going to add more salt to this, just a bit. Some minced onion. Some more pepper. Give that a stir. It smells like it could be a really good Asian flair. Alright, let's see if I can get these bones out. Now I can turn this on low, cook it pretty much most of the night, and I will have a really good quality bone broth, which is probably what I'm going to do. Pull the skins off, if I can get them off. Should be able to. And if you have a slow cooker, why buy broth when you can just make it from your scraps? Keep your scraps and make your own broth, whether it be beef or chicken or pork or fish. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so now I'm going to turn it on low, cover it up, and let it just cook real slow. And I'm going to shred up this chicken. We will put it in the wrap. Now if you're doing this for more than 2 people, cook up more than 2 chickens. I mean, for my husband and I, this is going to be more than enough for us, because there's going to be so many wonderful veggies in that roll. I'm going to give this a little taste. That's really good. That is really good. I don't think it needs anything. Throw some plastic wrap on that so it doesn't dry out. Let it cool for about 15-20 minutes on the counter, and then I'll put it in my fridge. Let it completely cool, and then I will shred up some carrots and cut up the lettuce, and I will strain out the spaghetti squash, and we will build this wonderful cool day wrap. Well, good morning. This has been stewing all night, so we're ready to ladle it in. I turned it off. Let's ladle it in. So now you want to make sure you take just the liquid and not the solids. That's why I have a strainer. If you want to strain out even the little pieces, you can use a cheesecloth. I'm not going to worry about the little pieces, as you can see. It's really nice color. It's beautiful. Now, because I let it cook down all night, there's not as much broth. It's real concentrated, so I can dilute it when I go to use it. All right, let it strain real good. So now I have some beautiful broth. It's cooled a little bit. I will put it into airtight containers, put some in my freezer and one in my fridge, so I can use this for other chicken or beef or any other kind of meat application that I want to use. And I will be right back, and we will do up the chicken wraps. Alright, so I have all the mixins to build this chicken. So I'll show you what I got. I have the chicken. I have diced up mushrooms. I bought and diced them up. I diced up the smaller ones, and the bigger ones I dehydrated so I can use at a later date for different dishes. I have black olives that I actually sliced up myself. Why buy them pre-sliced when you can do it yourself for just a minute or so? I have a tomato, a Roma tomato, some spaghetti squash, some shredded cheese, some carrots that I'm going to shred up, a package of defrosted sweet peas, and of course lettuce, and the wraps, and a little bit of mayo. So first off, I'm going to shred up my carrots. Not all of them. I only need about 3. We've got so much going on in here. We don't need to have a whole lot of any one item. Now I'm going to dice up the tomato. We'll put in some black olives. Save the rest for my salads for the week. We'll take the peas, a couple handfuls, take a couple handfuls of my diced mushrooms. Take the shredded chicken we made. Put it it all in. Shredded cheese. Now mix it up. Now this is even good if you want to just make a regular chicken salad and put pasta in it and eat it cold. I'm going to break my chicken up just a little bit smaller. Some pepper. This time I am going to use a little bit of iodized salt. Give it a taste. Oh my god, this is so good. Well, I'm gonna put some mayonnaise in it. This is so good. Alright, so I'm now home from getting the container for my bread and for my ground sausage. So now I'm going to make the casserole, breakfast casserole that my husband and I absolutely love. It's super easy to make. I make a 9x13 pan, and it's technically supposed to last a week, but we love it so much it probably lasts 3 or 4 days. I don't mind making it. It's super easy, so let me show you how to make it. So first off, you're going to spray your pan very liberally, especially in the corners and along the edge. Take a little bit of tater bites. Put some in the bottom of the pan. You don't need a whole lot. Take some of the little diced hash browns. I've made some, but this is store-bought one. So I'm going to put this all in here. I'm going to take my frozen sliced onions. I need to get some more onions. Break it up. I think I'll just put them in sliced. Put in some of my frozen shredded zucchini. Alright, next up is some diced mushroom, some pre-cooked sausage. So I have cooked up some sausage, so I keep it in the fridge because I go through it so fast. I love sausage, and it's easy to make. You don't even have to buy it in the store. Just buy the pork or ground pork, however you want to do it. And I will show you how to make that too. I forgot to take some cheese out. Got some cheese. I think I'll take out 2. Alright, so let's get on to making this thing. Alright, some seasoned salt. You can do salt and pepper or any kind of seasoning you want. I just happen to like seasoned salt. Next, you will need 10 eggs. All right, whip it up. We'll add a little bit of milk, and we'll whip it up. And then pour it over. You'll add your shredded cheese. Cover with foil. Don't cover it tight. Leave yourself a spot. Now you're going to put this in your oven at 350 degrees for, at the minimum, depending upon the type of oven that you're using, is 30 minutes. I have to do 35 minutes and I do it at 350. So I will be back when it's all baked. Here is the breakfast casserole in all of its glory. So I gotta let it cool, then I'll cut it up and then I'll put it in the fridge. But doesn't that look yummy? It's so good. Alright, so let's get to the craft. If you would like to help support my channel, go ahead and click on the link down below to buymeacoffee.com to help me buy the craft supplies and help me buy the coffee to keep me awake to make these tutorials. If you would like a shout out from me from buymeacoffee.com, just leave me a message. Tell me about yourself, and if you don't mind me reading your message on video. Now, let's get back to that tutorial. Alright, so here we are doing the craft. Today's craft is going to be a little wooden swing for your gnome. Sorry, gotta bend over. So, not the best view. Hopefully you guys can follow along with me. So, the items that you're gonna need is you're gonna need some hot glue with some glue sticks. You're gonna need some kind of wood glue. You're gonna need some kind of like painter's tape or masking tape. You'll need 4 little eye hooks. You will need 4 painter's sticks, the big ones. Get those from Lowe's. You'll need 1 medium size or small dowel. These are from the bakery section of Walmart. Just one, there's a whole bunch of them. You'll need a drill with a really tiny bit because you're going to drill a little tiny hole. And you are going to need tumbling blocks. You will need 34 of them. Alright, so let's get going on this craft. So you're going to start by gluing 2 together and then 2 together and then gluing them together. So you take a little bit of hot glue. Alright, so you're going to take your first 2 and you're going to glue them together. Next, you're going to glue 4 to the sides flat, just like so. Alright, I'll glue the other side and then I'll tape it and then I'll be right back. Alright, so now we're going to go one more set wide, just like so. I'm going to glue them down. Alright, so now we're going to tape it again. Give it a little time to dry. We are going to do the arms. So we're going to go vertical. And we're going to do 2 sets. Now you're going to glue them end to end. And we'll tape this together. Next, we're going to build the back. And the back is built just about the same way. Alright, so I've also forgot to add that you will need 2 pretty large jump rings. And I like to call it jack chain. I got this from Amazon. You can also get it from Home Depot. I do believe it's like 53 cents a foot. Alright, so let's continue on. We're going to build the back. Alright, so now that this is all dried and cured, we can take our tape off. Alright, so now we are going to build the seat. So we'll put the sides on first so that we can, actually we'll put the back on first. Put the arms on. Wood glue to seal up any gaps that you have. Then we're going to let that dry. I'm going to work on the upright. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 of these little sticks here and see where you can see the measurements, put them together. Now we'll make our little platforms. We're going to take 2 and we're going to glue those together. next up, this is an option, we're going to put the dowel on. So you can just glue it on there, or you can drill a little hole. Alright, so this is now dry. You take your 2 large jump rings and put them on the pole. Drill a hole. You don't have to, but I chose to drill a hole. And I put some wood glue on the dowel. And then a little bit of hot glue on the end. Push it together until the hot glue cools. I'll be right back when the hot glue cools. Let's put the feet on the top of the swing. So what we're going to do is put them on like so, but I want to do it upright so that it's centered. You want the sticks in the center of them. I'm going to do one at a time so I can concentrate on just putting the pressure on the one and not having to make sure that I have this one appropriate. I'm just using this one to keep it from tipping. Alright, time to glue up the next one. Alright, so while the frame is curing, let's put the little eye bolts in. I'm going to take the little tiny drill bit and we're going to very carefully drill 2 holes at the very back. Then we're going to drill 2 in the front. Screw your little eye bolts in. Alright, so now we are ready to put the chain to our chair. So let me move all this other stuff out of the way. We're going to decide how high up the swing is going to be. So I think about midway. Grab some of this jack chain. You can also use like the Dollar Tree leather. You don't have to use chain. Alright, so we'll turn it over and we'll repeat the process. There you go. There is the craft for my July No Shop Challenge. Craft number 1. What do y'all think? You like it? You gonna reproduce it? Send me a comment down below and let me know if you make this item and how much you like it and what kind of doll you put in it or a gnome. Well, hey guys, I sure hope that you enjoyed this tutorial today on the No Shop July Challenge. This is the first installment, first week. I think I did pretty darn good. So guys, if you really enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out. And if you want to see more of these tutorials, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It lets YouTube know that you like my content and you want me to keep making videos like this. And if you want to get notified first and foremost when I upload a brand new video, go ahead and hit that notification bell, and in the drop down menu choose all notifications. Then that way you'll be the first to be notified when I upload one of these videos. I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers and everyone who watches my videos who are non-subscribers. I appreciate you guys too. If you want to subscribe, please do. No forcing here, doesn't cost a thing, and it's totally free. You get super great content and you get really great food and crafts all in one place. So guys, until next upload, bye!